Texas homeowners are struggling to sell their houses. According to this Newsweek article that recently just came out, homeowners in Austin, Dallas, and Houston, Texas are struggling to sell their homes according to a recent analysis of home listings by agentstory.com, a real tech estate company that tracks agent performance. So between September 2023 and February 2024, the former pandemic boomtown of Austin had a staggering 65% of home listings above $2 million, which did not sell. Well, geez, the most expensive houses are not selling, right? Boo-hoo. Meaning the listings either expired or were removed. Sometimes they remove them and relist them to make it look like it's a new listing. It's kind of annoying, but just don't get tricked up on that. So the number of unsold homes went down to 48% for properties listed between $1 million to $2 million, 40% for our homes priced between $800,000 and $1 million, and 36% of those priced between $450,000 and $800,000. So the cheaper the house, the more likely it's going to get sold. Obviously, right? It's affordable. Housing is way too expensive. And I guess quick disclaimer, I don't know anything about Texas and the housing market, so feel free to comment below. I'm just reading this article. I'm just trying to get understanding because I heard about Austin in the news all over. It was like the number one booming town for homes being sold like crazy. So if there is a housing market crash or something equivalent, it would make sense that the first to boom is also the first to bust. But I hope it doesn't happen. I hope people don't get impacted too much. Hope the people who are impacted are the greedy, right? Not actual families. Homes listed between $300,000 and $450,000 had an unsold rate of 37%, while those priced $300,000 or less had fewer rate at 18%, meaning that unsurprisingly, cheaper homes are easier to offload. You know what? I'm going to check Redfin real quick and see houses. Let's filter this real quick. Let's look at where they're talking. Let's look at if I can tab over. Can I tab over? Why can't I tab over? There we go. 450,000 to 800,000, right? Let's look at that. So 450,000 to 800,000 for sale. Look at just a house. That's what most people want. It's just a house and land. Active, yes. Let's not look at coming sale. Let's look at active houses. Okay, let's just go with that. There's 971 homes. Let's look at... I don't know any of these areas, so tell me if I'm looking at a bad area or a good area. I'll try to look around as much as possible. So let's check out... Alright, let's look at this house here. $699,900, right? Been up there for 45 days. Built in 2001. Okay, so I want to look at the history of this house. Like, how long has it been around? Let's see. Okay, so it's been sold in 2006. And it's been sold again in December 2023. Records does not show how much it was sold for, but it's back at the market for $514,000. And then they had some price cuts. Oh my God. And they sold it. They don't say how much they sold it for because they originally had a $514,000 and then they price changed it down to $475,000. Don't know how much it was actually sold for. I didn't know you could not disclose that, but let's say they sold it at $475,000. Then the new owner, in not even like 2 months, is trying to sell it for $715,000. Really? Oh, they had a price cut of $699 and $900, right? Oh my goodness. When was this? Oh, there's no records of how much it was actually sold for. Public records from 2002 minus, oh man. So someone's trying to make a lot of money off this. Someone's flipping this, literally, for a huge gain. Huge gain. Wow, they wonder why they're not selling. Okay, let's look at another one. You know what I want to do? I want to add one more filter. Time on Redfin. Let's look at houses that have been around for more than 60 days. So there's 43 houses. Okay. Let's check that out. So let's look at this one here. No, 709,000, 4 bedrooms, 2 bath, 2,500 square feet. It's pretty nice. I mean, almost 3/4 million. Let's scroll down and see what this history has been like for this house. Oh wow, this has multiple price changes. So first, they try to sell it for basically 800,000, and they've been cutting it. 20,000 here, another 30,000, another 30,000, and they're at 709. They're still not selling it. It's been on the market since June last year. It's been there for a while now. Whoa, and they can't get this sold. Gosh, I wish the public records would tell me how much it was sold for. All right, let's look at another one. Let's go. I don't know, Austin. Let's look somewhere around this area. All right, this house for 495,000. It's been on Redfin for 95 days. They want $494,900. It's 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2,700 square feet. Of course, it's 2 stories, so you're gonna have more square footage. Small yard. Looks like you're really close to your neighbors. Whatever. I mean, it looks kind of nice inside the house. Let's see how long this history has been. So they've had some price changes. So it's sold in 2017, before the pandemic. Doesn't say how much. They tried to sell it in the beginning of the year in January for 515,000. No budge, no bites. And then they dropped 15,000. They dropped another 5,000. Still not happening. Wow, look at this. September 2016. This house was 270,000. And they're trying to get double the amount for having it for 8 years. They're trying to get like a double in their investment. I mean, that's just weird to me. Like, you're trying to get almost twice what you invested for on a house after having it for 8 years. I can understand you trying to get like a 10%, right? But almost 100%. This is almost like what, 90%, if I'm about right. But that's so crazy to me. But do you think wages went up that fast? Like, this is crazy to me. All right, let's look at another house. Let's go. I don't know anything about Austin, so I'm just kind of going around where these talk. Let's go northern Austin. This house. Right here. 570,000. It's been on Redfin for 84 days. 3 bed, 3 bath, 1,500 square feet. That's not a lot of house. It really isn't. And 2 stories, that means it's really small on both sides, on bottom and top. 1 car garage, really? Let's look at this history. I just like looking at the history. See what the heck is going on. Oh, this is for rent. What is this about? No, hold on. Someone listed it for 425,000. Taking backups. It was sold. Doesn't disclose how much it was sold for. Maybe there's some negotiation for it to close. But let's just assume they got the asking price. And now they're trying to get a little bit more. Look, it's listed for 589,000 back in January. No bites. They had to cut down 15,000. Then they cut another 5,000. So that's kind of nutty. Let's look back at another. Let's look at these houses. It doesn't even show the outside of the house. That always. Oh, is there an outside of the house? Oh, here we go. That's like a 3D rendered. What? Is it a brand new house or something just built? When was it built? 2020? Okay, 4 years old. It's been on Redfin for, wow, more than a year, really. $485,000 for 4 beds, 3 baths, 2,300 square feet. Let's see what the history says. Is this it? Really? So since 2022, active listing 590,000. This was November of last year, and then like, okay, next month we asked too much. Let's cut down 20, no bites. Next month, cut down another 20, no bites. Okay, let's cut down 15, no bites. Let's cut down another 35,000 in January, still nothing. February, 495,000. March, 485,000. Oh, housing is crazy expensive, man. It was, I wish I knew what the price was back in 2020, but it won't tell me. Damn it, Redfin. All right. Let's look much northern. Again, I don't know anything about Austin, so feel free to comment below about anything. Let's look at this house. Looks like $465,000 for this house. Asking price. It's been there for 107 days. 4 bedroom, 2.5 baths, 2,400 square feet. How old is this house? Built in 2016. So 8-year-old house. Okay. Shouldn't require like a new roof. Hopefully not a new AC unit. Let's look at the history here. Did I overshoot it? I think I did. All right, here we are. Wow. It was sold. Doesn't say a price. Since last year, they wanted 450,000 originally, and it's been cutting down to 465,000. One thing with Austin, it's not showing what it was back in the day. Let's look at something a little bit more expensive like this one. Oh, it's a new construction. No, not that one. All right, let's just do this one. Look at this house. It's been up there since 71 days. 515,000 is the asking. 3 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,100 square feet. Looks like your typical house, you know. They want $500,000 for it. It's built in 2001. So let's look at this history. So, okay, can't get any public records of how much it was. They're trying to rent it out. They originally wanted back in January $545,000, and they dropped it $30,000. I think a lot of this has to do is that people are just shooting high to see if someone will bite. See someone suckering up to buy it. Let's see this house. All right, it's been up there since 67 days on Redfin. 600,000 is asking. 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath for 20. Not 20. 20,000. Jeez, I don't know my numbers. 2,000 square feet. Let's do that. And it was built in 1977, so they had to renovate the crap out of this. I like the outside. It looks nice. It's definitely been renovated. Oh, please tell me you can give me some good history on this, please. All right, 2022. They got a $465,000. I wish I knew how much it was worth back then. They don't non-disclosure state. Oh, Texas, you're a non-disclosure state. Thanks, man. Holy crap, man! Look, in February, this last February, 2 months ago, they tried to get it sold for $629,000, and they had to cut it down to $600,000. Oh my god! I mean, is it the neighborhood or something that makes it so special? Like, why is it $600,000 worth? Like, I think I got the point. Like, I don't know, Texas. You tell me. Let's read some comments. The article suggests that houses at the top end of the market are the ones that are not selling. In my Texas neighborhood, the people who think the run up in the price of homes is still going are the ones that are not selling their homes. When prices were rising fast and the competition fierce, people could justify paying too much because their house would be worth the higher price by the end of the year. Now, they now paying $2 million for a house worth $1 million literally means $1 million out of their pockets. Lower inventory results in higher prices. Combine that with higher interest rates and you have like the perfect storm. It will take time for this market to turn around. Yeah, I mean, higher rates, you would think that it would push down the prices of homes. I mean, we're seeing people cutting the prices of homes, but man, they asked for a lot, didn't they? But of course, we have that low inventory. Why is there low inventory? There's many reasons. Yeah, we can say like corporations are buying up houses too, but there's a lot of people with those gold handcuffs of, I don't want to sell my house with a 2-3% interest rate and pick up a more expensive house for a higher interest rate. It's not for me. I get that. Another reason why there's no inventory. When people are willing to sell their house that they have, that's a 2-3%, and say, yeah, I'll take a 4% interest rate. Sure, I'll do that. I need to move anyway. Yeah, then we'll have an increase in supply. Maybe prices might go down, but the demand is still high. You could have low inventory, but if you have low demand as well, then the prices could go down. But since there is high demand still, I guess, I don't know anyone who's buying, who's trying to buy, but they're out there, right? Then, prices are still going to be high. It's what sucks. They removed their listing because they couldn't find another house they liked more. And who is going to move when you have a 2.9% interest rate and a new interest rate is going to be near 8%? I've lived in Texas for 59 years and houses and land are selling like hotcakes. And I guarantee you that if you buy a house right now anywhere that people really want to live, the house will cost you more this time next year. Yeah, I mean, I don't see the housing market getting better. We all thought interest rates would do it. It's not happening. So it's like this weird situation. Like, do you just keep interest rates high and just see things start cracking? Like unemployment and people are forced to sell their houses and whatnot? Or drop interest rates knowing there's a really good chance that inflation is going to go up again when the real fight is against inflation. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, right? This is such flawed analysis. In these cities, there isn't a lot of space available, so existing stock is going to be expensive and take a while to sell. If one was to look outside these same cities, they would find communities with affordable and available houses with a commute. I have placed about 20 minutes outside of San Antonio, and I get at least an offer a month on a house that isn't for sale because people want to be in the area. I mean, yeah, desirable areas, desirable communities. Sure, I get it. Houston area here, I easily sold both my father-in-law and mother-in-law's houses last year. My sister-in-law just sold her house a week ago with no problem. I also work in residential development. It's mind-boggling the number of new residential communities continue to break ground in the suburbs of Houston. Regardless of high prices and high interest rates, homes are still moving. And I think that's true. We still have high interest rates, low inventory, and houses are still being sold like crazy. Last year, I mean, I don't know, despite seeing those price cuts, but there's still houses today cost more than a lot of houses last year. I bought my house last year. I gave in. There was still a 5 in front of the interest rate that I was like, I'll just do it. Forget it. I don't see it getting any better. And it still hasn't. Interest rates for average 30-year is like what, 7%, and houses continue to go up in price, so it's not getting any better. So I don't know what's going to crack first. Is it just keep the housing, not housing, but interest rates, Federal Reserve interest rates at where it is right now? Hopefully something's going to crack, because right now we're seeing tech layoffs. There's always layoffs that's been going on, so maybe that might crack. And it's so earth-shattering to see layoffs. Like, that's what's going to fix the economy, is ruin people's lives with their careers. Such a weird system. It's like we should not be rooting for layoffs. But anyway, by no means do I want to come off like I know anything. I'm just a curious person trying to understand this and why Texas is so expensive. Why this article says there's so many houses that are not being sold. The more expensive houses are taking longer to sell. But, of course, obviously the cheaper ones are selling first because it's the cheapest one. It's what people can afford right now. So please, if you're from Texas, please leave a comment. I want to hear what you have to say about the housing market. I'm just curious. Or anyone else can. Let me know about your areas, in your state, your communities. I kind of want to know what you feel about this housing market right now. So if you made it this far, please leave a like, comment below. I do read them. And hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. Until next time.